Properties of Exponents, theorem 6.2 and 6.3. So let's think about this example, 5 to the fourth over 5 to the second. That means this guy divided by this guy. So let's think about upstairs first. So this means what? We multiply four copies of 5, right? And then downstairs we multiply 2 copies of 5. But we know that we can rewrite this guy as this. Right? By fraction. So now we know this guy right here is 1. And this guy is 1, this guy is 5, and this guy is 5. And we are multiplying these guys. So at the end, we'll have, for this guy, 1 times 1 times, so that's 1. So we don't really have to think about that, because of multiplicative property. So we have 2 copies of 5, right? So look at this. Long story short, all we have to do is subtract. So let's say we have 5 to the 7th power and 5 to the 3rd power, right? That's going to be the same as this. 7 copies and 3 copies downstairs. And that's 1, 1, 1, and we have 4 copies left. So that's 5 to the 4th. Long story short, we have 5 to the 7th power minus 3 equals 5 to the 4th. That's true for these guy is going to be 8 to the 4th power because you subtract. How about this guy right here? What does this mean? Well, let's put this 3 instead. This means, let's forget about this guy first, right? Inside first. This means what? Whatever we have inside, we have 3 copies. We multiply 3 copies of it. But each parentheses, we have 4 copies of 5. In other words, we're going to have 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, and then we have 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 4 copies, and we have another 4 copies, right? That means we have how many in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 5 to the 12th power. So what's the shortcut, right? 4 and 3. Well, you probably know that's going to be 5 to the 4 times 3rd power. So when we have those parentheses, think about, let's say we have 8 to the 7th power to the 3rd power, right? So we have 7 copies each, right? 7 copies of A, 7 copies and 7 copies. So how many copies we have? 7 plus 7, 7 copies plus 14 and 21. So that should be 8 to the 21st power because 8 to the 7 times 3.